Hey, what's up, folks? Pastor Merritt here. The cross of Christ, or crucifixion, it stands at the center of the Christian faith, and it is the symbol of God's love, justice, and redemption. But here's something that many people don't realize. The cross wasn't always seen as a symbol of Christianity or a symbol of God's grace and mercy. It actually didn't point to salvation. Instead, it pointed to suffering. And before it meant life, it actually meant death. And long before Jesus was nailed to a wooden beam, crucifixion existed as one of the most brutal forms of execution in the ancient world. And yet, through Jesus, what once represented the worst of humanity became the greatest display of God's glory. Now, crucifixion didn't begin with Christianity or even with the Romans. Historians have traced its origin as far back as the Persian Empire, where Darius I impaled or crucified people as punishment. And then eventually, the Romans perfected the practice. They turned crucifixion into a refined and public instrument of terror. The Roman lawyer Cicero called it a horror, unworthy even of a Roman citizen's gaze. Now, crucifixion was typically reserved for slaves, rebels, and foreigners. But then came Jesus, the Son of God, who took this symbol of shame, this pagan worldly instrument of death, and redeemed it for the glory of God. And so the cross became the ultimate paradox, a place of death that brings life, a tool of torture that reveals grace. This pagan symbol transformed into a holy testimony of salvation. And as Paul declared, we preach Christ crucified. Because through that cross, once a symbol of despisement, God displayed his power, his mercy, and his glory forever. I realize we often look at Christian symbols and take Christian themes that we know of now and believe that they have always been Christian. But what we should realize is that Christians, the church, and the community of God have always taken things that were seen as negatives or things that were anti-Christian and reversed them and turned them so that we could utilize them to glorify the Lord. And the cross and crucifixion is one of them. Hey, God bless y'all. Peace.